Good morning, my dear students. Myself Navneet Kaur and I am going to teach you English literature in your 7th class. And today let's start with the new poem, and the name of poem is Rain in Summer. Please open your book and page number 53 and try to enjoy the poem because this poem is based on a present weather conditions. Rain in summer. How you feel when rain came in summer season? Enjoyments you are doing, what you do, like so many things. Some little ones do paper boat, make paper boats, and just keep themselves outside under the rain, enjoy the showers. So this is all. So every time when you just read or study the poem, just imagine it, then you enjoy and understand it deeply. So let us start. First of all, I am going to explain the difficult words to you, then we will start a poem in a nice manner. So first word is a fairy. Fairy means a hot. Tramp, sound of heavy footsteps. Tramp is a sound of heavy footsteps. Wanted, W-O-N-T-E-D. Wanted means usual. Mimic fleets, paper boats, as all of you just definitely made in your childhood. Towny, brownish yellow color. Brownish yellow color is a towny. And a gale means a strong wind, like yesterday. And a toilsome is a hard working. Clear? So let us start. So first stanza. How beautiful is the rain after the dust and heat. When after too much heat and dust, when the rain comes, it's just awful. How beautiful is the rain after the dust and heat. In the broad and fairy street, in the broad and hot streets, as you all of you notice that the roads are just burning like a coal, hot roads. So in the broad and fairy street, in the narrow lane of your villages. In the villages, mostly the lanes reach to up to our houses are like a narrow, like this. They are not exact straight. So how beautiful is the rain? How it clatters along the roof. Clatter means make noise. When rain comes, touch the roof, it makes a sound, a melodious sound. Like the tramp of hoofs. Tramp of hoof means a sound of heavy footsteps. Like a tramp of hoofs. How it gushes and struggles out. Gushes means flow out in a rapid manner. Like suddenly, like 1 minute before nothing is there. And after 1 second, rain start pouring and with the heavy drops. Like how it gushes and struggles out in a plentiful manner. These things are going on nowadays. Now you will then just enjoy it, and just when the rain comes in just 2 or 3 days, please watch the whole process. From the throat of overflowing spout. Spout, what is a spout? Tube. From the throat of a overflowing spout, like the water comes out from the spouts at the roofs of all houses, across the window pane and also across the window panes. When rain comes, touches the windows, make a sound, then water goes down. It pours and pours and pours. Continuously the rain is going on in a heavy, plentiful manner. And a swift and a wide. It is moving at a high speed. Swift means a high speed. With a muddy tide, and it also creates a muddy tides. Some muddy tides comes up, down. Like a river down the gutter roads, and the gutters are roaring like a tiger. Their sound come like a roaring sound. The water just run in between the gutters in such a fast manner. The rain, the welcome rain, the sick man from his chamber looks at the twisted brooks. Twisted brooks means a small streams. When a big river divided into a small stream, these are brooks. He said that, the poet said that, the sick man from his chamber looks at the twisted brooks. He said that one sick man also watched the rain raining from his chamber. He can feel the cool breath of each little pool. That old man also feel that coolness of a rain and breathe of each like a pool. He just inhale inside his body a strong, a sweet, a smell of a rain. His fevered brain means when his brain becomes sick due to heat. This also happens with most of the old ones, that nowadays they feel like more sick due to a hot. So grows calm again. Now when that old man see the rain outside, his mind cools down and he enjoyed that rain, and that rain gave him a calmness and he become well. And he breathes a blessing on the rain. From the neighboring school come the boys with more than their wonted noise. And immediately what happened on the other hand, a school boys came out from the school in a noisy manner, but not a routine noisy manner, more than that noise. Usually they create a noise, but today due to rain enjoyment they create more noise. The commotion means a noise disturbance, and down the wet streets sail their mimic fleets. What they do? Keep the paper out from the bag, make the mimic fleets, that is make the paper boats, and enjoy the paper boating in the rain. Till the treacherous pool, treacherous here means betrayal, till the treacherous pool engulf them in its whirling and turbulent ocean. They played until their boats are damaged or demolished by a whirling and turbulent ocean. Whirling and turbulent ocean is used for the streams of rain, fast water flowing, rapid movement around and around and around. That thing is called whirling. In the country on every side were far and wide. That thing is, he says that, poet said that thing is going on everywhere in their countryside. That whole country enjoy the rain, not only their village or their streams or their lanes, just it's all over. Like a leopard, tawny and spotted hide, tawny, yellow brownish, stretches the plain. He said that, poet said that rain like spot. There was a spots on the earth, like some place it's a sunflower is grown, some place some black crop is grown, some place green things are grown. So he said that like a leopard's tawny and spotted tide stretches the plain to the dry grass and drier grain. He said the rain cover the whole, whether it's a green field, whether it's a yellow field, whether it's a plain area or whether it's a grassland, rain covers whole area. How welcome is the rain in the furrowed land, plowed land, when we plow the land, that is furrowed land. The toilsome and the patient oxen stand. It also give the calmness to an oxen, a hard-working oxen who did a hard work from the morning in a heat, lifting the yoke encumbered head. Lifting the yoke encumbered means his head was burdened from the whole day. With their dilated nostrils spread. Dilated means wide open. With the heat, the nostrils of oxen become wide. He is very breathless, feel breathless due to heat. But that rain gave him a little bit calmness. They silently inhale now the clover-scented gale. Clover-scented means food for the cattle. Clover means the food for the cattle. Now a food of cattle in the fields also move with the strong wind here and there. And the vapors that arise from a well-watered smoking soil. And some places water vapors arise from a smoking soil. When the soil is too hot and the rain comes, it comes vapors. For the rest in the furrow after toil. Now all feel rest after their hard work. Toil is a hard work. Their large and lustrous eyes. Lustrous means shiny. Their large and lustrous eyes. The large and lustrous eyes of oxen now feel relief. Seem to thank the God. That hard-working oxen seems like he thanked the God. That thank God, you just send the rain down so that we all feel just restful and calm. More than man's spoken word, near at hand, from the under sheltering trees, the farmer sees his pastures and his fields of grain. Pastures means also a land covered with grass. So now farmers see their fields after rain, they feel very happy as they bend their tops to the numberless beating drops. But some ripe crops, for the ripe crops, heavy rain is not too good for a ripened crop, but it is up to some extent good for green crops. But here poet mentioned the line that to the numberless beating drops of a incessant rain. Incessant rain means continuous rain. He said that with the continuous rain, some plants bend down, and he counts it as a no sin. But this is not a sin. He said that if we think about the happiness of the rain, or if we think about the calmness or a goodness of the rain, then these things doesn't matter. These are not a sin. That he sees therein only his own thrift and gain. He says that the rain has his own prosperity and gain and a good effect on us. So this is all in your poem Rain in Summer. So Henry Wadsworth Longfellow is the poet of this poem. He born in 1807 and died in 1882. He was an American poet. Longfellow taught for a time at Harvard College, but later concentrated on his writing. Longfellow wrote lyric poems, underline these and write on your copy also. Lyric poems, choosing stories from mythology, legends as the subjects of his creation, and he enjoyed the reputation of being the most popular American poet of his time. So he is a popular American poet of his time in between 18s. Okay, this is all in your poem. Thank you.